what's up? I am the mighty Masia One, also called Masia One in Jamaica. Profession in the music industry is I'm an MC, I chat, I host, I'm a hustler, and a lifelong lover of life and purveyor of art.
Find at home stay, start to pick new heroes like damn, big up to Jean Grey, Contil the days.
Besides music, what do I do in Jamaica and Canada? Well, I came up in the underground of the hip-hop scene in Toronto, Canada, and I saw that there was a lot of division between the elements in hip-hop, whether it's breakdancing, DJing, graffiti, MCing. Like, you'll never see MCs at a breakdance battle or DJs at, at a graffiti event. So I started a movement called the M1 Academy, and basically it was an event that brought together all these elements. And from there, I wanted people to make connections and network and basically build with one another and collaborate with one another, and so that people in hip-hop as a culture could see that they had a lot to give one another, whether on the visual side, on the musical side, on the ricka side, all of these things. So, and then as I kind of grew in the music industry independently, I knew that I wanted to take the independent route as an independent artist, because people are too scared to sign an Asian female rapper. I didn't look like a rapper. My music didn't sound like some traditional gangster rap. I didn't like to rap about my sexuality. I rapped about life. So independence was the only way that I could maintain the true artistry of what it is that I do. And so as I learned these things, I wanted to teach other up-and-coming artists how to be independent too. So this is something I did as well. Taught different artists how to maintain their business and how to grow as independent artists. In Jamaica, I chill out, I live life, I eat from the earth, grow some veggies, pick mangoes from a tree. If you're hungry, go spear fish and get a fish and roast it on the rock on the beach. And I just remember what life is about before 9-to-5 jobs and consumerism. You don't make a lot, but you don't spend a lot, and you just live life and remember the things that you love.
Jaja live forevermore, Jaja live.
Okay, so music in Yard in Jamaica is a beautiful thing. I mean, when I was little, in Singapore, I used to listen to Bob Marley because that music is universal. And when I actually had an opportunity to go to Jamaica and experience the true vibe of things and meet the most talented musicians in the world, it was truly a blessing. I mean, you could say there's kind of two schools of music there. You have culture, which is always tied in with the Rasta culture and that kind of thing, and that's live musicians playing one-drop rhythms, your old-school vibes, your Jimmy Cliffs, your Bob Marleys, your Peter Tosh, that's my boss right there, Toots and the Maytals, really heartfelt music that always sings about unity, sings about life, sings about bun the shitstorm, forget Babylon, forget this kind of consumerist way of life that we're taught, and just having universal messages. And the other school of music is kind of dancehall music with wicked rhythms, real nice fat bass lines, makes people dance. Unfortunately, or fortunately, a lot of that music is very based around sexuality, money, all of these things. But the interesting thing about it is that people are not shy. People just sing about whatever they want to say. So for me, I love both schools of music, and I aspire to kind of bring both schools of dancehall and culture together and throw some hip-hop into there. And it's a beautiful thing. Music is life in Jamaica. I mean, someone told me once that more music is made per capita in Jamaica than anywhere else in the world. And as you walk the streets and you see sound systems blasting at 7 in the morning and huge speakers that are hand-built by people, just blasting music. Everywhere you go is music, and it's a beautiful thing.
He's acting like he's confused, gets stressed when he's gone, word bond, still blessed with that verbal.
I just finished my first Southeast Asia tour. In my mind, I call the tour the Merdeka Tour, the Merdeka Atalmati Tour, which means independence and freedom or death. And why did I choose Southeast Asia, to come back to Southeast Asia and do this tour? First of all, I'm a Lion City girl. I was born in Singapore, and I've been away for a really long time, and I've been doing music in North America, in Jamaica, you know, and I just felt like it was time for me to bring it back to my roots, and my real roots are in Southeast Asia. I mean, I used to watch my YouTube, read the comments on my YouTube clips, and people would argue, she's Filipino, you know, no, she's Singaporean, no, she's Malaysian, no, stupid, she's Indonesian. And for me, it's like, all these people had a claim to me. All these people in Southeast Asia wanted to claim me because they had a pride that I was doing what I was doing, and I was an Asian girl, you know. So for me, I mean, I know where I'm from. I know I was born in Singapore, but at the same time, I have an affiliation and a love and a heartfelt need to reach out to the people of Southeast Asia, whether you're in Jakarta, whether you're in Bangkok, whether you're in Baguio, you know, wherever you are. It's just, yeah, Southeast Asia is where my roots and my heart is. So I had to come back here and do it and reconnect and see what the vibe of the people are. And the only way I'm going to see it is by getting in front of people and doing these shows and rocking out and seeing what it is that the people feel these days. Because at the end of the day, music is about message. I mean, I know we listen to a lot of watered down messages nowadays, but music is about a message, and what is it that the people need in their lives right now. And the only way for me as an artist and as a musician to understand the message that I want to bring to the people is to go to the people and ask them what they need. So that's why.
Pull up in the spot like, whoa, running the streets like Mexico, ha, top 8 breakaway.
So, my first time rocking shows in the Philippines, it was a real dope thing because some of my favorite people growing up in Canada and just writing music in LA are Filipino, but I always knew North American Filipinos, you know what I mean? I never gone to the motherland and see what it is. What was my impressions? Well, you know, we did different types of shows in the Philippines. I have to give it up to the Wika fam for giving me my first show, official show in the Philippines, and it was a club event. It was for Snapper's birthday, and it was dope, you know, even though people were there all dressed up, all, you know, dress coded out for the event. When it came down to it, they were still listening to the music and they were feeling the vibe and they were still getting into it. I had more of a response after the show, people coming up to me, talking to me, wanting to take pictures. Then I did some more grassroots events, Irie Sunday, a charity event for by Honey Love. And honestly, Irie Sundays, hands down, was one of my favorite shows on the tour because Irie Sundays show what people can do on the grassroots level. You know, not the same old show. Like when you walked in there, you saw people grilling up some jerk chicken and people selling some Rasta t-shirts and shirts that you can't even get in Jamaica, dude. Like, I've been looking for a Peter Tosh t-shirt for 5 years and I found it in the Philippines, not in Jamaica, in the Philippines. People bringing their kids to the show, so like young kids learning how to love good music from a young age. That was a beautiful thing. And when I did the grassroots show, and the feeling as an artist to connect with people, and when they actually catch your vibe, and they understand what it is that you're trying to say, even if though they might not necessarily understand all the patois and all the chat, and I rap real fast, but they just understood what it is I was trying to do, there's no greater high as an artist than to connect with people and through your music. So Irie Sunday was a sell-off show, a crazy show. It just killed it, and the people were beautiful and wonderful, and were very open-minded, and that's what it comes down to. People that are open-minded about music and are there to see something new, embrace it, and, you know, show whether or not they love the thing. And I don't know, I love, man, I do music for people, so I love doing the shows that are on the base level, on the grassroots level. For sure.
Yeah, days later he grows stronger. Related dates and empty promises, no longer struggle.
So, rumor has it that I'm coming back to Singapore to set up the label Merdeka Group, which has been my business for over 10 years now, actually. In January, I've been running my label independently for 10 years. And a lot of people in North America don't know that Merdeka means independence. It means freedom. And I was inspired to name my business that when I was in Surabaya, and I saw this painting of, like I guess a revolution in Indonesia, and there was this kind of all these people carrying this flag, and on the flag it said Merdeka Taumati. So when I saw that shit, oh, can I say shit? I can say shit. When I saw that, I was just like, yeah, man, that's what it is about. Because in the music industry, I've done everything from writing for a major to, you know, seeing how the major labels do their thing, to being at the bottom of the heap, eating toothpaste sandwiches, not having a dime in my pocket, and still saying I'm still doing music because that's what I love. And at the end of the day, I still chose to be independent because that is honestly the way to go. And you know, early on in this industry, I was asked all kinds of things. I was offered a lot of money on the table to rap in a bikini, to rap about sexuality, to rap only about money, to rap lyrics that other people wrote for me. And at the end of the day, there's no purpose to be an artist if that's what you're going to do. You need to be a model or a spokesperson, or, you know, that's marketing, that's advertising, but that's not art and that's not life. So independence is the way to go. And I find that, you know, I'm a Lion City girl at heart. I was born in Singapore, and yeah, there's a very strong consumerist culture here. And I think that for me to bring back my music and my business here is to bring something that has not yet been done. I don't think many Singaporeans, or I don't think any Singaporean female has had the experiences in life that I've had. Whether it's, you know, being able to work inside Aftermath in LA, or going to Jamaica and working with Dubtonic crew and working with Rastas on some crazy lyricism and music, and going to Toronto and being on the underground and grabbing open mics. And I think that if we want to say that Singapore is an international city, then let's get real about it. Let's get international. Because I find that a lot of people that are from Singapore have never left Singapore. So if you want to say it's an international city, yes, it's a blessing that a lot comes, and a lot of international people come to Singapore. But what happens when a Lion City girl goes out from Singapore and gains all this life experiences and say it's time for me to bring that back to Southeast Asia? That is the human experiment that I'm about to partake with myself. And I hope that when I come back, I think the thing that is lacking is here is an inspiration of life. Inspiration of life meaning knowing that life is more than your 9 to 5, knowing that life is more than shopping on the weekends, buying something, spending your paycheck, then going right back to work to make that money again, you know? There's something more to life than that. And I think that is the message in the music, that is the message in helping other artists with the same message that I'm going to bring back here in Singapore, because this is where I'm from and I want to claim that.
Yeah, child, nobody can test. Big time, remember that.
When I got back from the tour, you know, I just kicked off my shoes. You know, when you get back from the tour, you're tired and you're like, and you think about all the experiences that just passed. And honestly, in life, it's the journey and not the destination that is the greatest thing. And the cultures that I got to see, because Southeast Asia is amazing for having so many different cultures, such a density of culture in such a close proximity of islands. And everything from going to KL, seeing Vandal and the movement out there doing their thing, learning about Ramadan, learning more about Ramadan and seeing when you break fast, and eating blue rice, which was kind of dope. And then after that, going to Penang, yo, big up to Sam Chin. We got to eat at QE2, and right by the water, a bomb-ass Chinese seafood restaurant. I recommend it if you're in Penang. Go there, see Sam, tell him I sent you. And that was a real blessing too, because that was some quality food. After that, we went to Thailand. Big up to Spider Monkey. Spider Monkey is the MC champ in Thailand, and he runs a spot called the Beat Lounge. And at the Beat Lounge, I didn't just learn about the vibe of Thai culture. I met Japanese DJs, I met German DJs. Everyone was there, and everyone's playing some West Coast music. They're playing Ice Cube like a monster out there, dude. It was wicked. Real underground hip-hop that, you know what it is? I'm sorry I'm kind of talking so much, but I don't think people in New York even realize how international hip-hop has gone. That this thing called hip-hop culture has gone to all these places in the world, and these people have taken it and made it their own. And that's the beauty of hip-hop culture, because you can do that. So Thailand was great. I went to Platinum Mall too, because, hey, I won't lie, consumerist culture and everything, I still love shopping, and they have some bomb deals at Platinum Mall. Then we're Philippines next. Philippines, you're in my heart. Why? Because you are like the Jamaica of Southeast Asia. Honestly and truly, it's like brown people instead of black people, but the vibe of the music is so strong. And when I was in the Philippines, I heard slow jams that I haven't heard in years, like Jodeci and 112 and old Mary J. Blige too. So it was crazy. So I was really impressed that the Philippines had music in everything they did, and everywhere you went there was good music. And not only that, the warmth of the people. Sometimes you live your life in a culture where if you smile at someone you don't know on the street, they don't smile back. Like everyone is too scared and paranoid in our lives now to talk to a stranger. In the Philippines, if I smiled at someone on the street, someone smiled back at me, and people were so hospitable. I had to big up the Mighty Miscellaneous crew. I got to big up the Wika fam. Yo, the people that took care of me in the Philippines took care of me. Big up Casey, made me a home-cooked meal. Big up sinigang, big up garlic rice, big up PULAU. And in the very end, yes, I tried balut. It was an experience. I'm not sure I tried again. You know, I'll keep that. You know, that's the one part of the culture I'll say that I tried. But it was kind of freaky, dude. When you see a beak and a face staring back at you, I don't know if I could do it. I saw them like grilling up chicken heads on a stick too. That was pretty hardcore. But the food in the Philippines was bomb. I happily gained like 20 pounds in the Philippines because the food was so bomb, the music was bomb, and most importantly, the people gave me love, and I love them right back. So big up to all the countries that I visited on this tour. This tour was a blessing, and I'm never going to forget it, and this is only the beginning. You hear? Only
Shit. Hanging out all over Montreal in the fall. Now we're free to be chasing it all. So long to yesterday. Sipping wine in the middle of day. Life is so much better this way. So long, he said.
Alright, this is what I want to say about how this tour came together. You know, I've been in Toronto for almost 9 years now, and although I do have fam there, nothing has been put together to this extent as what has been put together for the Southeast Asia tour. And in Singapore, I have a family that I may not have known for 9 years, but it's like I've known them for 20 years. So I wanted to honestly and heartfeltly give a great thank you to Flying Colors, to Bernie for coming on the tour and tour managing this, to Zai, aka Babe, aka Zyration, aka Zyrie, for coming on the tour, being security, being sound man, and just generally holding it down. Thanks to Garuda for always looking out for me from day one. Pioneers, no pioneers, and real recognize real, so big up yourself. And of course, One Voice Asia. Let me tell you something about One Voice Asia, OVC. Every country I went to, there was someone from the OVC family there to just say hi, to show me a smiling face, to say, you know what, we've never met, but you're family already. And that to me is the most beautiful thing, and that to me is why I do music, because music is a passport to build family and to instantly develop vibe between people. So, Anis, thank you, Anis, and this is the greatest honor. I'm proud to be part of the One Voice family, and I'm Masia One, so I already have the same last name, but you know, this right here represents people that are warriors, people that are brave, and people that are not afraid to be who they are. So to me, this is a great honor to be inducted in the family officially. And you know what? I'm going to stay bad and stay true to myself and stay a leader because of this. Peace. One love. Yeah? Alright, y'all. This is it. Singapore, Lion City. I'm going to miss you. And thanks for checking out the interview. Canada, I'll see you real soon. Jamaica, I'll see you in a little bit. And New York, I'll see you after that. Alright, so everyone, be safe. And remember, unity is number one, independence is number one, and most of all, freedom every time. Peace.
I wanna go to a place where sand is soft as a breeze.